I'm going to take you to one of my favorite places in Japan, Onomichi, often overlooked and only around 2 hours away from Kyoto and Osaka, or 1.5 hours away from Okayama. It makes for a perfect day trip and an even better night getaway. So walk with me through Onomichi as we explore the sights. I'll show you exactly how to get to the different locations, eat some incredible food, and later on explore a nearby castle too. My recommendation is to head to Onomichi nice and early. It's a very walkable town, and head straight to the Shotengai, which is just opposite and across the street from the station. Most visit Onomichi to do the Shimanami Kaido, the 70-kilometer long scenic cycling path that connects Onomichi, Hiroshima, Imabari and Ehime, but as a result end up missing out what Onomichi has to offer.
すいません。大丈夫ですか？
あ、オッケーオッケーオッケー。いいよ。
可愛いです。
あ、可愛い。ありがとう。
お名前は？
モカ。モカ。
モカ。
モカ。
モカ。モカ。
うん。
あ、モカ。
日本語上手。
あ、モカ is so cute. Mocha knows her name.
猫好き？猫好き？
猫好き、はいはい。はいはい。Meet Mocha, Onomichi's very friendly Shotengai cat.
I love walking through the Shotengai, meeting people, and it's a great way to escape the summer heat and the rain. However, walking through the Shotengai will also be the best route to get to the cable car, which is exactly where we're heading to.
Hi, one adult.
Okay. How many person? One.
One.
Okay. One is touch.
Suika touch.
Okay, touch please.
Okay.
Okay.
この塔は曹洞宗天寧寺の開運
I recommend the cable car not only because you'll get some scenic views, but because it's always better to start at the top and walk down. As we explore, you'll see exactly what I mean. Have I mentioned that this is actually, I think, the 4th time that I visited Onomichi, and this observation deck is brand new. It's kind of modern, but pretty cool too. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was pretty hot, it was pretty humid, and I was definitely sweating. However, I really think it's difficult to find a time when Japan is at its greenest. Summer is when Japan is definitely at its greenest, and in my opinion makes for some very beautiful footage and photos too. And from the top of the observation deck you definitely get some incredible views of those bridges and that incredible coast. And I love myself a coastal Japanese town. So it's time to head down, and I promise you there are many stops along the way, many beautiful views, and therefore you'll see me stopping quite a few times. What you can hear is the sound of the cicada, a very unique summer sound that you'll only be able to hear if you visit during that season. Onomichi's charming and quaint temple walk is actually one of my favorite things to do. It offers around 25 temples and shrines, weaving through narrow stone paths with ocean and rooftop views. Not all temples are traditional, some you actually have to climb, and this one looked a lot easier than what it actually was. With my first coffee stop done and dusted, I was ready to tackle what I had come for. One of my favorite pagodas in the whole of Japan. I love the fact that Onomichi is the kind of place where you can just simply stop and not actually have a plan, wander around and actually get lost. I must admit that Cat Alley was rather underwhelming with only one cat to be seen, perhaps they were all hiding from the sun. The last time I visited was 2019 and things were much quieter. I remember trying to find a place to have a coffee and failing, but now things have changed. There seems to be a new lease of life. And one of the things that I remember loving from my previous trips was finding hidden gems like this kakigori place. I don't think I really need to say it, but you can see that this place is not crowded. There aren't many people, and there is plenty to explore. I love walking around Onomichi and finding new things, and I also love people watching too. Did you know that this is actually my second channel? And I use Sakura Mobile to navigate. You can get your eSIM or pocket Wi-Fi using my affiliate link, which also helps the channel out, by the way. The closer you get to the bottom, the more people that you'll start seeing. But even then, it's pretty empty. And it's time to have some famous Onomichi ramen.
Right, ちょっと待ってください。大丈夫、大丈夫。生ビール？
生ビール。
お願いします。
生ビール。これですね。
これです。
Onomichi ramen is actually one of my favorite ramens from the whole of Japan. It's soy based, which makes it a little bit salty, and it pairs so well with beer. But you knew that already, right?
This is an example of people queuing up for ramen. I came not to this place, but to another ramen place just around the corner. I'll show you. Just walk a little bit further. There's a queue there, a ramen queue. But turn around, walk a little bit further, and you will find another delicious ramen store. And there's no queue, it's mostly locals. The other place is full of tourists. Which one would you choose? Which one would you choose, guys?
The Shotengai was definitely a lot more busy in the afternoon
Much
than
more
what it
like
was in the morning. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, Onomichi is the starting point to the cycling route. And you can see some of the ferries that carry the cyclists to the different islands. Although I wasn't cycling this time, I thought it was pretty cool to people watch, and doing this route in the future is definitely up on the list.
お願いします。
フレンズが一番危ないな。フレンズが一番危ない。Sorry, sold out.
Sold out. Ah,
Sorry.
red bean?
Red bean, red bean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
217.
英語上手です。
Ah, no.
Although there is so much more to see in Onomichi, I have visited it 4 times, so I headed to Fukuyama Station, and the great thing is that Fukuyama Castle is directly next to the station. Originally built in 1619, it was one of the largest castles in western Japan. It was actually destroyed during World War II, but the main keep was rebuilt in 1966, and in 2022 it was restored for its 400th anniversary, so it is in pristine conditions. Like many castles in Japan, you'll find a museum with very interesting exhibitions in Fukuyama Castle. And for those of you who are into trains, then I discovered that Fukuyama ended up being one of the best train spotting locations I've ever been to in Japan. Would you visit Onomichi and Fukuyama Castle like I did? And although my day trip was over, my adventure wasn't quite over yet, so make sure that you subscribe to my main channel Ninja Monkey and here on Happy Gaijin 2. Till the next one, stay positive and be a happy Gaijin. Bye guys and girls. See ya.